So after the discussion of the momentum of force and their concepts and how they are going to be acting on your body and what kind of the effect is going to be generating on a specific objects we have discussed. At the same time, we have seen the Verignan theorem also. At the same time, we have seen the equation of equilibrium for the moment of a force. So on that basis, by using the equations of equilibrium for the moments, so we are going to be solve one problem. So here the two beams AB and CD, right, are arranged and supported. Find the reactions at D due to the force of 1000 newtons acting at B as shown in figure. So he has given the two beams, that's going to be AB and CD, two beams he has given. So this is the first one is going to be the beam AB and the next one is going to be the CD. So these two beams we have. So what kind of supports he has given, and then we need to find out the reactions at D. That means we need to find out the RD force at D. So by using the force 1000 newtons are acting at B. So then in this case the given data is going to be only available at here. But rest of the things we can see, this is going to be the beam AB and it is supported here. At the same time there is another support for the AB at E and it is going to be mounted on the CD beam. So then what will happen, whatever the force is coming here, it's coming to transfer to the CD and then it is going to be transferring to these supporters. There we can see in this case the supporters are going to be in the inclined position. At the same time there is going to be moments are going to be taking place. So then how could you find out the RD in this problem? So at the same time, can you see the distance between the A and C has given 1 meters and C and E is the 1 meters, E and B is the 1 meters, B to D is the 1 meter. That means the total span of the length AB is going to be 3 meters and the CD is going to be the 3 meters, the span length is there. And the different points, different distance, they are going to be existed. Now, if you want to find out the RD from this problem, we need to draw the free body diagram. So how could we draw the free body diagram? The first I am going to be taking the free body diagram for this AB. So I am going to be writing free body. This is the solution. The free body diagram for ABB. So our first step is we need to remove all the supports and that's we need to show with the reaction forces which is going to be generating from that part. So then first I am going to be taking the AB here. So that's going to be, I am taking, this is the B, this is the A and this is the B. As we know that these 1000 newtons are going to be acting at the 30 degrees to the horizontal axis of this beam. So then for this beam I am going to be taking the axis and I am going to be making the force here is going to be 1000 newtons as it is I have taken and 30 degrees I shown here. So once it is shown the 30 degrees, then I removed at E is the support. So then at what distance is there from the B to E? That is the 1 meter distance we do have here. So this is going to be your E force is going to be acting in the upward direction. Because the load is coming, the point E, the force is giving back to the beam to keep in the equilibrium position. So then what will happen in this case? That is going to be the RA. So this is going to be, in this case what will happen, when I am going to be resolving this force, the vertical and the horizontal, then it is going to be subjected to the two types of reactions. One is in the horizontal direction, the second one is in the vertical direction. So for this one, I don't know exactly where it is going to be. So I want to find out the resultant of this one here and in this vertical directions. I want to take that part. So for this one, we know the two forces, the line of action and the direction also we have. So then what I am going to do, I am going to be taking the line of action for the 1000 newtons force. At the same time, RE, the reaction force line of action, I am going to be extending. So this point is going to be intersecting. From that point to the A, I am going to be joining. And this is going to be your RA inclination with the horizontal plane or the vertical plane. This way the system is going to be equilibrium positions because all these three forces are passing to the point of application and the system is going to be in the equilibrium condition. That means the resultant component acting on this member is going to be 0. At the same time, the equations of equilibrium for the moments also we are going to be considering. What is our ultimate? We need to calculate the reaction force at the D. but we don't want the reaction force at A as per the given problem. Then how could you do? I'm going to be taking the moments at A. So for this one, the moments at A is equal to 0. Suppose if I'm going to be taking, so then what's the formula? This is going to be the line of action. Suppose this point of application, this is going to be the line of action. What is the distance from between E and E? This is going to be the 2 meters, and between E as well as B is going to be the 1 meter distance we do have. So that I'm going to be taking here from this equation. That's going to be RA is going to be moving in the counterclockwise direction, and one of the vertical component is going to be moving in the downward direction. So that vertical component we are going to be say here is going to be 1000 into sine 30 I'm going to be taking. This is going to be the sine 30 we have taken. Similarly, horizontal is passing exactly through this point. It is not going to be developing any kind of the 4 moments. So that I am going to be taking, this is moving in the clockwise, this is moving in the anti-clockwise. So then in this case we will have taken the 1000 into sine 30 into what is the distance between the point A to the line of action of the force 1000 newtons here. That's going to be 3. That's equal to, this is moving in the opposite direction. So then RE into what is the distance? The line of action to the point of application, the 2 meters. So that's going to be RE into 2 we have taken. So once we have this one, then easily you can calculate the RE. The RE is equal to 1000 sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2, and this is going to be the 2 we do have. So in this case, so RE is equal to the final equation we are getting 1 by 2, that means, so here we are multiplying with the 3 meters distance. So then the finally RE is equal to 750 newtons we got it. So this is the force. This is the force is going to be acting. RE is equal to 750. Once we are going to be calculating the RE, so that I can calculate the RD. So we calculate the RE is equal to 750. Now I am going to be taking the free body diagram for the CD. For CD I am going to be taking the beam. So the beam here you can see here, this is going to be the C and E and the D. These are 2 supporters we do have. That's we need to remove it and show with the reaction forces. So the first I am going to be taking here is the beam CD. This is the C and this is the D. And this is going to be the point E is going to be acting in this direction. So then this is going to be the RE acting in this direction. If you see in the previous cases, this force is going to be acting in the upward direction, that we have shown as the reaction. For this case it will come in the downward direction. At the same time, the reaction force I am going to be show here is going to be, which is normal to the contact point. So that I am going to be taking in this direction. So this is going to be your RD. We do have drawn the free body diagrams for this part, right? And similarly RD we got it. So then what I am going to do, I don't know exactly which is going to be. Then I am going to be extending these lines. This is the line of actions, and for this line of action, this is going to be the point of intersection we got it. Then from the point, this is the point, intersecting point, to this point I am going to draw a line, and I will show this is going to be your RC. Right? This is the way that we are assuming that the system is going to be in the equilibrium condition. So now I am going to be taking the moments. We need to find out the RD but not the RC. So that I am going to be considering the moments at C. So that's going to be summation of the moments at C is equal to 0, because we assuming that the system is going to be in the equilibrium condition. So then that's what I am going to do. This is the force acting in the clockwise direction. This is, if I am going to be resolving these forces into vertical and in this direction, we will get it that part. At the same time, in this case, this is going to be making an angle of 60 degrees. If it is going to be making, this is 90 degrees means this is going to be making 30 degrees. So in this case you can see, so here is the 60 degrees it is making, and here is the 30 degrees, and here is the 90 degrees we are getting. So that we are using this the 30 degrees, and we are resolving the forces. One is going to be the vertical direction, one is going to be in the horizontal direction. So that this force is going to be in the counterclockwise, this is the clockwise. So RE into, what is the distance which is existed? 1 meter distance. Between these two is the 2 meters. That's RE into 1, that is equal to RD RD, that is the reaction force we do have. This is the 60 degrees. That's I'm going to be resolving here is the 30. So 60, 30 and the 90 we are getting from this triangle. Then 30 sine 30 degrees into what is the distance between the point C and D? That's going to be existed 3 meters. Right? And from this one, RD is equal to how much we do have? That is the 750. 750 by sine 3 into sine 30 degrees. So then what will happen here? The sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2 and this is going to be 3 is there. So then it is going to be 15 by 3. So that is going to be 500 newtons. I got it. So RD is equal to 500 newtons. It is acted. So this way we can calculate the reaction forces at D by using the equations of equilibrium. That's going to be sigma m is equal to 0. That's different points we can take at A. Sigma C is equal to 0. By using this one we do have calculated.